We've got rabid Miami fans packed in here at the arena. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks and the Miami Heat. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Pass to Lillard. Prince outside. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And stolen by Prince. Bucks passing it around. And the dunk by Giannis.
I love it when Giannis is in attack mode like that and gets to the rim so quick.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. I asked him how he'll try to handle Giannis Antetokounmpo. Tonight, and coach remarked, handle? You can't handle Giannis. We'll give him different looks and clog lanes, but really all we can do is pray a shot isn't falling. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little divine intervention on defense tonight, I guess. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Clock at 4. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Burks. Clock is at 3. Miami needs to get a shot off.
Good defensive effort from Lillard there. He has the athleticism to play lockdown D.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Back to Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
And Kuzma spacing the floor nicely, patiently waiting and knocking down the three.
To the inside. Adebayo with the bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Giannis. Rebound by the Heat. Pass to Ware. Kuzma pulls it in. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it. The fast break chance. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now Lillard, and they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Now Hero. It's a three-point game. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Lopez outside. From deep three-point territory. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Back to Adebayo. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:43 left in the first quarter. Here's Ware. Back to Hero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, Hero comes into the game in attack mode, going right at the defense. Off the dribble.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remain coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
.51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And they get it back. Down low. Another shot. And it's good on the way-in. Lillard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Muscling in for the basket. Lillard showing that mental toughness to get in there.
G.A. Adebayo came from fairly humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Lopez. Fires from the line. Kicks it out to Lillard. Second shot opportunity. There's the three. And no good that time. Hero on the wing. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, big finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. The kick out to Lopez. Carries it from three-point range.
It does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
And hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
Basket counts.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Pass to Wiggins. Adebayo with the elbow. Hero with it. Guarded by Kuzma. Oh, that's blocked.
And how about Kuzma, the defensive energy he showed to get to that block?
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. Here's Rollins. Following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Misses from short range. And it's Adebayo with the ball for Miami. Trailing by 2. Brent, for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He has 6. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Pass to Burks. Inside. Now here's Adebayo. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Bucks decide to take their first time out here. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Now, here's Lillard, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Here's Hero. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, you try your best defensively to push Bam away from the rim. That's easier said than done.
Here's Lillard. And the Bucks miss again.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with, those are areas that Tyler could shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Here's Hero. Following score by Damian Lillard.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Tyler Hero picks one up. Looking back at Damian Lillard's time in Portland, what an incredible 11-year run. I mean, Brent, he was the team.
Yeah, unbelievable, all-time great for the Portland Trailblazers. All-NBA 7 times, Kevin, a Blazers record. And no doubt one of the most beloved players that's ever put on a uniform in the great Pacific Northwest. I know for Damian Lillard how competitive he is. He doesn't want to just rely on what it is he accomplished there. There's more to be done, and he wants to win at the highest level, and that's what he's looking to do.
The kick out to Lopez. Drains the three-pointer. Lopez has got 6.
Good soft hands there from Lopez, efficient in the catch-and-shoot motion.
Stolen by Prince. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. 27 seconds left to play in the first half. Lillard from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by the Heat. Now, here's Burks. Off target at the rim. Here's Lillard. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt does not go in for it. And that's... We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Antetokounmpo. Second chance shot. Inside. Antetokounmpo. Automatic.
And I like that Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
Here's Giannis. And Ware pulls it down. Miami trailing. Here's Adebayo. Outside Hero. Pass to Ware. Shot clock at 6. Hero with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Hero no good. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Hey, open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition.
To the paint. And the rejection by Giannis. And it's the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo using his speed in transition.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight, just unreal.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not going to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. And bringing it up, Milwaukee. The Bucks again in transition. And he finished it off with a lay-in.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Now, here's Burks. To end the run, he takes it up and lays it in.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
And he commits. the intentional foul. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19th.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second. NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 in the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
And the Bucks making a change here. And the Heat call time here. One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're going to grind it out.
Yeah, this team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle. Accountability, and will consistently be about their culture.
And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Now here's Wiggins. From deep three-point land. Where, no good. Milwaukee leading by 7. And the dunk by Giannis.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Giannis high post. Great D that time from Adebayo. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Heat. Here's Ware. And he drops it in from the low post. Ware's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Bam dropping another dime, never shy about sharing the ball.
Pass to Giannis. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. It's stolen by Adebayo. One-on-one fast break. Outside for Robinson. Porter with the steal. Outside, Green. It's good from long range. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Ware. The 19-foot shot. The shot, no good. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And we'll be right back after this. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Timeout called, the Bucks. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits at this point of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade, replenish your energy for the late game push. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc talking with his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. And when that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thanks, David. Timeout called, the Bucks. The Heat trailed by 8. Here's Burks. Inside.
Lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Portis. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. You're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Miami trailing. Here's Ware, and stolen by Lillard. Prince with it. Now defended by Wiggins. And so they foul intentionally. Heat on D. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it out to Prince. Over Burks. Prince misses.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
To the left side wing. Back to Burks. Pass to Adebayo. And here's Burks. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Burks has got 7 points for the quarter.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make him pay.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now Kuzma.
Good at getting defenders to compromise on the inside. Kuzma drawing a foul that time.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Inside. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Adebayo. Pass to Ware. Over Prince. Ware, no good. Bucks leading by 3. Giannis up top. Lopez outside. Here is Lillard. He's covered by Hero. Giannis with it. The 9-foot shot. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Here's Ware. Pass to Adebayo. Now here's Burks. Guarded by Prince. Back to Adebayo. The layup missed. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Lopez. Here's Giannis. It falls!
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Now, Hero. Wiggins outside. Down low. Here's Adebayo. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And this is a huge step showing trust in Bam's play in the biggest moments.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Stolen by Hero. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Pass to Ware to tie it up. Good. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
Yeah, I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Timeout called, the Bucks. Now, Giannis. It's in!
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Burks on the wing to take the lead. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot, no good. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry. The Bucks.
Hi, and thanks. For joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. Now here's Lillard. Well, Grant, tonight we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Good work there as it goes.
Just going right at the defenses, Giannis, right now, and energy just boundless in this game.
Pass to Wiggins. And the three off target. And here are the Bucks now. Back to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Lillard. And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Out to the right wing. Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo with it. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. He shoots again.
And Bam's height and wingspan just smothering up the offense now.
Here's Wiggins. Right wing. Here's Ware. Outside Burks. Three-pointer, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now here's Kuzma. Lillard with the ball. 6 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's the second effort. Fires the three. And it's Miami with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Burks. Miami shooting their initial free throws of the game here. First free throw is good. And Brent, the Heat always looking to compete year in, year out.
Well, for good reason. This team takes a lot of pride in giving themselves a chance every year. And the way the front office conducts their business is they believe they can put together the type of roster that is going to go out there and take care of things to put them in position to be successful.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lopez. And it's rejected. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Here's Wiggins. And the layup is good.
Yeah, so much of transition is just running hard and getting to the spot. Andrew Wiggins did it that time.
Now here's Lillard. Here's Antetokounmpo. Launches it from deep. Second shot opportunity. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Here's Lillard. Goes back up. And no problem from Antetokounmpo as he finishes at the rim. Antetokounmpo has got 6 points. Here's Ware. Rebounded by Lopez. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And the Bucks call time here. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, man. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Heat trail by 3. Inside. Here's Adebayo. Rejected by Lopez. Got hacked and still got it to go.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Lopez for 3. They grab their own miss. Launches it. Rebound Miami. 59 seconds left to play in the first. Adebayo in the post. No points yet. And it's Ware missing. Now Lillard. Trent outside. Lillard outside. Shoots over Hero. The rebound by Ware.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And here's Lillard. Shoots over Hero. The kick out to Kuzma. Here's Lillard. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And at the end of one. And this has been a fairly close game in the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on Miami so far?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Wiggins outside. Back to Burks. 4-3. It's hauled in by Portis. The Bucks trail. Porter looks it over. He takes it in. Antetokounmpo inside. That's his fourth miss in 7 shots. You know, he's 6'9". Brent, would you call Bam Adebayo a small ball center?
If you were standing in front of him, B.A., would you do that? I don't know if I want to do that. I want to ask Bam what he wants to be called, whether it's center or forward. It doesn't really much matter. This guy can play both ends of the floor and can dominate a game. He's got great strength, great length, and continues to grow his game.
And here we go, the Heat fast break. And Adebayo. Slams it in.
And for Bam, it doesn't get any easier than that.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Now here's Portis. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. It's Prince on the wing. Pass to Porter. Going inside. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Here's Burks. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. But some rebuilds take longer than others.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And the shot goes in.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
Adebayo from long range. And again, no good by Miami. The Bucks trail by 3. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers experienced with star-laden rosters. He said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Now, the burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
A clear look for Hero. Again, the Heat misses.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Pass to Ware. Now Wiggins. Oh, look at Wiggins rising inside.
The length of Wiggins helping him out. They're able to stretch it up on the inside and find a shot.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Where? And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Here's Lillard. Oh, great work by Lillard in the paint.
Yeah, there is this old school feel about Dame's game. Even though he utilizes the three, he gets to the mid-range and bury those.
Pass to Ware. 51 seconds left in the first half of this game. Hero outside. Over Kuzma. Hero, no good.
Oh, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Miami shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And Hero, one of those guys who just rely on coming in and giving you that offensive pop. He does a lot of things for his team on that end of the floor.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And Grant, the Heat last season retiring Udonis Haslem's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire 2-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, what he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
35 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Burks. Kicks it to Hero. Back to Burks. For three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And so a close game as we wrap. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Heat leading by 5. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. Instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
The Bucks making a switch here. Here's Jovic. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
Now here's Porter. He's scoreless. Here's Antetokounmpo. Anderson pulls it down. Heat leading by 5. Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys who is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can, but inside, Giannis is going to get there, and he's going to devastate you.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Trent right side. Outside Porter. Trent outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Porter. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Antetokounmpo has got 8.
And I like that Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Outside Robinson. They get it back. Pass to Anderson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Anderson's got his second basket of the game.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Well, he's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now here's Robinson. 7-point game. Biggest lead so far.
Giannis able to get stops from anywhere on the court.
Clock at 6. Here's Adebayo. That one falls. He's got 6.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Now here's Green. No made baskets yet. Trent outside. Antetokounmpo inside. And he drops in the layup off the pass.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the Giants defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. And the Bucks call time here. And we have seen Andrew Wiggins step up as the second best player on a title team. But it's all about his consistency, Brent.
Well, Andrew Wiggins' role, I believe, changed last year. A little in and out of the lineup for Andrew, and the changes around him have not been ideal. I hope that he embraces whatever it is that the coaching staff wants him to lock in this year, because as a two-way player, Andrew Wiggins is still very capable.
Pass to Portis. For 3, here's Lillard. Over to the wing. Let's go with a 3. And that's good. Portis for 3. Portis has gotten himself on the board with a 3.
And Portis attacking with some confidence. That's in his range.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Lillard double teamed. Portis outside. Pass to Prince. Lillard with the ball. No good. A bit long that time. Oh, deflected. To the paint. Prince. Yep, that was good.
That's a pretty nice touch there from the 6'8" Taurean Prince.
Robinson with it. And the Heat, another 3.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Now here's Lillard. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up.
All right, Lillard, we know you can score, but you're going to show that pump fake? Another devastating move for him, enough to draw the foul.
So for Miami,
productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Here's where. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. There's 25 seconds left in the third. Pass to Prince. Kuzma outside. Now here's Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Portis for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Wiggins from long range. No good on the buzzer beater. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Fourth quarter. Quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 8. Kuzma outside. Misses the 3. And here are the Heat now. Now Adebayo. Pass to Wiggins. And here's Adebayo. Wiggins down low. Oh, great D that time from Portis. It's stolen away. Fast break Miami. Here's Hero. Pass to Adebayo. And the ball out of play. The Bucks will have it.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Here's Lillard. Takes it inside. By Lillard.
Well, with the ball on the string, Lillard using that signature burst. Hero outside. Outside Burks. Connects from downtown. Now, he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Timeout called. Milwaukee.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right. Right, and just not playing their best.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Dr. Republic. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
As always, Allie, we thank you. Well, Brent, although he hasn't won an MVP since 2020, Giannis has been a finalist every season.
Well, B.A., I just wonder if the voter fatigue is something that Giannis is tired of. Forget the voters. Maybe he just wants to focus on getting back to that level. Obviously, in the past couple seasons, you could say that he might have deserved one more. But this is one of the best two-way players in the league, and he's not going anywhere.
Back to Mitchell. Outside Robinson. Pass to Jovic. It's Anderson on the wing. Three-pointer off the mark. The Bucks trail by 8. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, BA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Now Lillard. Double team on Lillard. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here's Milwaukee now. Robinson with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Out to the right wing. Who is stolen by Lillard. The finish! And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Down low. Here's Adebayo. He's off on the layup. Bucks trail by 6. Back to Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Here's Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Misses the baby hook. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Heat.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Well, you also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
And Adebayo slams it in.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time there, didn't he?
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
So it's Miami now. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Pass to Wiggins. Clock at 6. It's Wiggins on the wing. From behind the arc. Offensive rebound. Heat. Hero from way outside. Can't connect from long distance.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Pass to Anderson. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Now here's Lillard. Now Lopez. Antetokounmpo inside. Money. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul. First free throw is good. And that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 7-point game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Anderson pulls it down. Robinson with it. Here's Jovic. Can't connect. And so Miami takes the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry.